This lesson is divide polynomials. Here we have an example. On top there are 3 terms, so 1, 2, 3. And in the bottom there's only 1 term. So we are going to divide polynomials with 1 term in the bottom. Okay, so again, we only have 1 term in the bottom. Since there's only 1 term, we will separate it into 3 terms. So here's 1, 2, 3. We're going to separate them. But when you separate them, make sure the denominator should be the same. The denominator should be the same for every term. So here's the first term, 20x to the 4th, same denominator. X cubed, same denominator. 2x squared, same denominator. So one more time, when you have 1 term in the bottom, make sure all of the fractions should have the same denominator. Okay, so separate them into 3. There's 1, 2, 3. Why 3? Because there's 1, 2, 3. Make sure the denominator are exactly the same for each of the fractions. Okay, next we just simplify the fractions. So 20 divided by 4 gives me 5. Using the power rule of divide, since we are in division, 4 subtract 3 gives me 1. Now so that's for the first term, so it's 5x. Now the second term, since there's no number on top, leave the 4 alone. Use the division rule for power. 3 subtract 3 gives me 0. And anything to the 0 power is just 1, so it goes back to 1/4. Okay. 2 and 4, we can reduce it. 2 divided by 2 gives me 1. 4 divided by 2 gives me this 2. Okay. And then 2 subtract 3 gives me 1 and is in the bottom. Okay, so this is the answer, final answer to the original problem. One more time, there are 3 terms separated into 3 terms. Make sure each fractions have the same denominator. After that, reduce. 20 divided by 4 gives me 5. 4 subtract 3 gives me 1. There's no number here, so do not divide, just leave this 4 alone. 3 subtract 3 gives me 0. And 0 power is 1, so I just have 1/4. Reduce these. 2 over 4 should be 1 over 2. 2 divided by 2 gives me 1. 4 divided by 2 gives me 2. And then 2 subtract 3 gives me 1. Okay, so this is the final answer for this problem. However, you can do this method too as well, so that I hope that this can help you to see a little bit better. You can do this method. So same fractions right here that I have, I'm going to bring it over here. So 20x to the 4th, I'm going to bring it over here. So 20, I know that 20 is 4 times 5. There are 4 x's, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, on term, this term will be right here. So there are 3 x's, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then the next term, which I have here, 2. There's my 2, x squared, so I have 1, 2. So that's just the top. Let's do the bottom. 4x cubed, 4, and this is x cubed, so that I have 1, 2, 3. And again, denominator must be the same. Okay, now the only difference about this one is I separate it into 2 because 2 times 2 gives me 4, so I can get rid of one of these 2 on top. Okay, so as you can see, 4, 5, which is 20, 4x, there's my 4x, at 3x, there's my 3x, 2x, there's my 2x, and this 2. And in the bottom I have 4x cubed, so 4x cubed, 1, 2, 3. Again, denominator must be the same. Okay, now cancel. Now I'm using a highlighter so that you can see that it's being canceled. So the 4 cancels, I just have a 5, and then I have one of this x left over. And then all this x goes away, I just have 1 and the 4. One of the 2 go away, the x also go away, except there's 1 left in the bottom. That's what I have here. Now, as you can see, this answer is the same as up here. Okay, so I hope that this other options, a way to solve this, will help you to divide polynomial a little bit better. Okay, so you can do this method or you can do this method. It is the same, and again the answer is still the same. Okay.